Hello, my name is Scott, the breathing guy. I train people to activate the core breath to generate key energy in physical activity. I want to introduce you to the optimum driver swing with key energy, lesson 2. This introduction goes into the 4 components that make up every golf swing and will make up your driver swing mechanics that you have to engage to execute the mechanics of the swing and the driver. So I like to introduce it. Here are the 2 drawings. Now understand, a picture's worth 1,000 words, but you got to have the words to describe what the picture's showing you. And that's what I attempt to do, to go through. This is an introduction. I will introduce you to the 4 components, and then with the other videos, subsequent videos, we'll go into much greater detail, how they work, how they integrate, and how you need to develop these things. Have a sense of these things in your golf swing and developing it during your exercises. Well, first thing I want to start off is the centerpiece, this big generator. This is the energy side of the 4 components. Here's the big generator. And this is drawings come from the mid-50s. So the term core wasn't part of the exercise or golf lexicon like it is today. Yet, he was able to show it in a drawing and the dominance he felt when he was doing his swing. Now, there's 2 motors over here. I won't go into details on that, but that is an intricate part of your strength process. So you got the big generator here. Then, if you look here up on the head, you have the head generator. So what does a head generator produce? It produces attitude. Attitude affects your whole swing, your energy flow, your strength, how you move your body. So condition your attitude for your golf swing is a must part of it too. And this shows that he has this. And what is the function? I'm using the word of your attitude. It's for attitude never produces energy, but it directs energy, or if you want to say consumes energy with thought. The mind only feels or thinks. And the more you feel, the less you think. The more you think, the less you feel. And when you swing the driver, you want to feel the swing. So that way you have no interference with your energy flow and your strength. How you condition those things, that's another story. This is what we're going to deal with. What's the techniques? Because everyone's different, and conditioning, training is a key part. So what you also have here is a feedback system between your core generator and your little generator, but then it flows down your arms into your hands. The grip. Ben Hogan's book, The 5 Lessons, the grip is his first chapter. It is really important how you use your grip. In the swing mechanics in lesson 1, I go into finger ergonomics. This is how important it is because you're transmitting the energy from your core into your wrist, your hand, and your fingertips. But then he also shows the energy field going down to the club head. And this is key striking force. This is key power in action. That's why I'm describing that drawing right there. What's the whole purpose is to put that force into the club head. So this is the energy side, the attitude side, the mental side. This is what I will describe and what different techniques and methods to help you there. On this other side, this is the physical side. This is the yin and yang, a hard and soft, cause and effect side of it. And I want to start off with these lines. See these lines on the right side, all down on the back of his leg here? That serves a purpose. That actually shows his muscle force tension at that stage in the swing. Because remember, the golf swing is a transition from one group of muscles building up and then unwinding the force from on the downswing. And at this point in his swing, coming through, this is where you want your muscle. So on the right side, you want your force because you're trying to go from right to left in the rotational force going into your hands. If you look over on the left side, start with the shoulder. Look how soft that is. It's got to be very soft. Any tension here prevents you from your rotational force. So the softer you can make this, the transition from hard and soft, and what group of muscles you need. Then his arms is very engaged. We'll go into that in great detail and how that works. And then if you take a look, his inside of his leg is where his muscle tension is, not the outside. If it was on the outside, it would stop his swing, it would stop his hip turning, because you want to shift from right to left, and you want to rotate around where you end up on this leg virtually. So it has to be on the inside, the muscle groups in that area involved. So there's no restriction on the rotation involved. That's the third component. So what muscle groups you use to create the tension during the different parts of the swing is very important to determine how much rotational force you can generate. The fourth component of this drawing is part of the swing mechanics, because you get to see a great swing mechanic form striking the ball. And if you take a look, let's look at his spine. Let's start with the spine, because how you shape your spine really affects the rotation of it. And the way he has done it, it's straight. He's rotating around. A lot of people say you're supposed to rotate like around a pole on there. Two, look where his, let's go down to his footwork. I'm very strong on footwork. Footwork sets up hip action. And if you notice, his heel is off at this time, and his hip is shifted way far forward over to the left side. So you're actually getting a forward thrust while you're doing rotational force. So you actually got two movements to creating your golf swing, to get momentum for the rotation. We think of momentum. That's the big thing there, to bringing the force into the hands involved. So this is a great drawing, understanding that at this point in the swing, what form, what area. And then you got to finish, and you got to take it back, and we'll go through that in driver swing mechanics in the first lesson very thoroughly. And you get to feel the muscle groups I suggest, and you can build from there. Now, I want to point out down here, what's the purpose of all this? Of shifting, hands, and all? Look at the club head. Clever. Why did he put his drawing there? Why? Because he's accelerating the club head from about a point here to here going into the ball. So for about a foot or 2 feet before you hit the ball, you want the club head to accelerate. That's where the hand action comes in, built up from the force. The greater the acceleration, the greater the kinetic force in the club hitting the ball, the greater the distance, and lower the effort to do it. So these are the four components. Lesson 2 is going to go into much greater detail, how they work together, what you have to do, give you understanding, and give you techniques and methods. Anyone says that there's nothing new on the golf, this is really good. The Ben Hogan's book I recommend highly, because he really goes into swing mechanics. And the whole idea of QI, as an energy force that he created, he recognized, because this is an energy symbol. His whole shaft is electrical energy going down. He had that sense. So he had both sense of physical energy and the core as the source, and how he viewed within the limited drawing he showed. This drawing, it's cluing. It's not the full thing. You don't have taken back. We'll go into details involved there. So this is what lesson 2 will do. This is the introduction. We'll go into each part, give you a better detail of why you need to develop it, what's the sensations that you'll get from it, and then the impact. And doing it this way, the effort level is so much lower than before. So look up. My video series is Optimum Driver Swing with Key Energy, Lesson 2. And in that, I'm going to put what part. Part 1, Part 2, Part 3, the line, or Part 4. These are the 4 components. I shouldn't say part, components to the, so component 1, 2, 3, 4. How these come together in every golf swing, you guys can see, determines the outcome of the swing on there, because judgment plays a role, core energy and strength, but your swing mechanics and the muscle tension you're using within the mechanics itself determines how much force is going to be transmitted through. So have a good day and look for my videos, and if you don't think there's something new, there is, and I will prove it. So go to Key Force, QIFORCUS.com for my website, when I don't have it up right at the moment, website. And I'll give you more listing, because there will be videos I can't put on YouTube. So have a good day and have a good time. Okay.